how to start off in real estate as a beginner. There is one key thing you can do that you can potentially make a nice check every single month. We're going to discuss that right here. Hit that subscribe button to get content like this. The easiest way to start off is to become a wholesaler. Now, there's a whole system that you have to do to become a wholesaler. What is wholesaling? Well, wholesaling is essentially you're connecting a seller with a cash buyer. Now, and because you are the wholesaler, you get a check for doing that process. Now, how do you go about doing this? Well, number one, you have to make sure that you are signing a contract with a seller who has a house that needs renovation work, that needs some rehab, that needs some tender loving care. And with that being said, you also need to know how much rehab that house needs. I think every wholesaler should know exactly how much work needs to be done. There's a worksheet I can give you for free, which is the 50 steps of construction, and it tells you the cost for each part of the house that needs to be done on average. Okay, so let's say if that house needs floors for the entire house, it gives you the price on the worksheet. Or if the house needs paint on the inside and the exterior, or if it needs new siding, or if it needs plumbing, electrical, or roofing, or whatever the case may be, it's all on this worksheet. You need to know those costs as a wholesaler. Once you know the costs, you also need to know that the house has to be discounted 30% below market value, because no cash buyer will buy a house unless they make some profit. That is the only way to sell a house really quick. It is the quickest way for you to make the money that you want to make each month. I would say wholesaling, you can make at least $5,000 to $10,000 every month and a half or so if you do it right. Now, once that is done, the contract that you sign with the seller, once you know the construction, once you know that the seller is willing to decrease their house 30% below market value, is that there has to be an assignment clause which allows you to assign this contract to a buyer. And the buyer, you have to have a separate contract which has the assignment fee that you're going to get paid as a wholesaler. In that contract has the price the buyer is willing to pay, and it has the name of that buyer. Therefore, you're going to get paid. Until the next time, take care.